Matthew 7, verses 7 and 8. Ask and it will be given to you. Seek and you will find. Knock and it will be open to you. For everyone who asks receives, and he who seeks finds, and to him who knocks it will be opened. I can keep on going. Or what man is there among you who, when his son asks for a loaf, will give him a stone? Or if he asks for a fish, will give him a snake? Will he, if you then, being evil, know how to give good gifts to your children, how much will your Father who is in heaven give what is good to those who ask him? When God is commanding us to ask, but not just stop there. When you ask, you need to seek. And what happens? We will find it. And after we seek, we need to keep on knocking. And the door will be opened. Opportunities, things like that. But what is this that we should be asking or seeking or knocking to? It shouldn't be everything, because there are things that God commands us not to do and to do. These are things we should be asking, the things that align according to His will. God, I ask that you please reveal to me any sin in my life. I ask that you please, God, prepare me for marriage. God, I ask that you please fill me with, well, if I've been born again, I do have that fruit of the Spirit, humility. But God, please may more humility flow from my life. Yes, opportunities. I pray, dear God, for the opportunities to speak to people about you. Present those opportunities, and it will be opened, and God will present those opportunities. And the same thing can apply with the things that you need. I recently did a study. It was a few months ago about how we should pray, praying boldly, and I said that one of the examples I used was that in praying wrong was for how this woman lifted up her hands and that she was praying for a car. This car is mine. I pray that this car is mine. It's going to be mine. But if you're praying to God for something that you need, or if it's aligned with His will, it's all what your motive is. And God, I pray that you please present the prepare me for that if somebody's just asking for a car, their heart's not in the right place. If somebody's asking to win the lottery, you can tell their heart's not in the right place. But right now I'm learning how to drive, and I'm looking for a used car so that I can begin to glorify Him and do more and grow in my ability to do things. And yeah, it's all motive. It's all for His glory. Yeah.
Going back to the seek and you shall find,
Mm-hmm.
Kind of reminds me of Daryl's favorite scripture, 2 Chronicles 7:14. It says that if my people who are called by my name would seek His face. And here Jesus is telling you to seek and you shall find. So we're commanded to seek His face. And King David sought His face in the morning. I think it's Psalm 68. Jesus often got up at dawn, and He went by Himself to an isolated place and He prayed. Daniel would pray, 3 times a day? He would seek the Lord. And the whole Bible is full of examples of men seeking God. So as a newborn person, a born again man, that's what we ought to do. Seek the Lord daily. We talked about denying ourselves. We talked about picking up the cross. Well, there you go. Pick up your cross. How? By seeking the Lord daily. You didn't do it before. Do it now. Seek him diligently, and he promises that you shall find. So it's a good charge for us.
Well, we look at that, that scripture, those are all action words.
Yes.
Yeah. It's something we have to do. We have to put something into action. We have to do that. We have to, let's just start off with
Ask.
So we have to ask, and so when we ask, we might start, it's that communication that we're having with Christ when we start asking him. So it's a relationship, it's a communication that we start having with him, and then he'll start letting us know his will for our lives. So we might start asking in the wrong way in different motives, but then our heart will start changing and we'll start asking in different ways. So it's once we have a communication and we start to know who Christ is, then our asking will be in a different way. And then when it says seeking, and I think that seek part is seeking God. It's that we're seeking God, and we're really seeking to find out who he is and what he wants us to do, And so that's, like I said, those are action things that we have to do. We have to put into action. And then it's to find, But
I feel like knock is continuing to pray.
Knock also, yeah. And it's doing it in a way that, the door's not going to be open if we don't knock.
Right.
We don't knock on the door. Who's going to open for us? We just stand at the door. It's nothing's going to happen. So we knock. So we keep, if we're being persistent and we keep knocking, hopefully somebody will hear and that door will be open. So we have to do it and keep asking for that in that provision, knowing God's provision and those things, they'll line up and they'll fall into place, I believe, because we keep doing it we keep doing it to find out what God's will is. We keep doing it to have communication with him, relationship. And we keep doing it to find out who God is and what, really what he wants. And then keep knocking and that door will be open for us, So it's really doing it in a way that, and we believe with faith that when we do this, that it will happen. Yeah.
When we just read Revelation that you got to open up a door no one can close.
There you go.
Yep.
Going back.
Full circle.
Full circle.
Yeah. And close it that no one can open.
Yeah.